Hi, my name is Noel and I teach meditation as a universal practice. In the last video, we began to explore how children experienced and described the fruits of meditation. In this video, we will continue to explore those rich inner fruits. So, here goes. The second theme the children spoke about was that meditation helps you to feel the goodness deep inside. It seems that many children recognize that the goodness deep inside themselves and others is who they really are. Many children spoke of becoming intensely aware in meditation of their own inherent goodness and of feeling a strong sense that they were unconditionally loved. For example, Jack, who was 11, said, "When I'm angry, I don't feel the goodness inside, but when I meditate, then I do feel the goodness in me." And Lucy, who was 10 years old, she said that when you're not doing meditation, you have a kind of a snap inside you, as if you're always getting ready to snap. But when you do meditation, the goodness comes out. The bad feelings disappear and the goodness flows in. Derek, who was 9, felt that meditation releases kindness in you and makes you feel more open-minded. He commented that if someone says something nasty to him, it can make him feel bad inside. But he said, "When I do meditation, I feel different. Something inhabits inside of me that makes me feel I am still a good person. When I meditate, it helps me to feel that whatever anyone says, I know this is who I am." And it is that understanding rather than the initial hurt that determines his response. Barry, who was 10, expressed the same idea a little differently, saying that sometimes people act badly, forgetting that they're really good on the inside. But meditation, he said, helps me to understand that if someone is behaving badly, there is still goodness inside of them. And I think if they meditated, they might realize that for themselves. In other words, as well as making them aware of the goodness within themselves, meditation also helps children to become more keenly aware of the innate goodness in others. Those who see goodness in the other naturally draw forth the good in people, leading to better relationships all around. For many, this sense of their innate goodness was experienced as heart-centered. For example, Amy said that meditation felt really good, and then placing a hand on her heart indicated she felt warmth around her heart when she meditated. Lucy, who was 10, referring to her sense that meditation brought her deeper inside herself, said, "Normally you don't pay attention to your heart, but when you're in meditation, you don't use your brain. Instead, you're realizing what's inside you and what you are inside. And you are your heart." Jason, who was 12, said the energy he gets from meditation comes from the heart, as if your heart is telling you a good thing. Now, in these comments, Lucy and Jason capture in their own way the subtle distinction between intellectual and perceptual knowledge. Lucy is suggesting that in meditation, she doesn't engage in conceptual thinking, but she is aware that perceptual knowledge nonetheless arises in her consciousness. Her feelings surface and make themselves more intimately known in a way that might be described as primordial or perceptual, as knowledge that presents itself to the conscious mind, which is not the result of thoughtful reflection. Aideen, who was 11, referred to this as well. She described perceptual knowledge as thinking subconsciously. And Biren, who was also 11, hints at this process of perceptual discovery in her own unique way. She said, when you meditate, you discover things you didn't know. It's like a secret garden that you don't find, even though you walk by it every day. And then suddenly, one day, you discover it. It's like a hidden part of you that no one knows about, not even yourself. But one day, you just come across it. And then she said, and you normally keep it to yourself. You don't really tell anyone about it. It fills everything with love and hope. But it's hard to explain. And of course, that's why she doesn't tell people about it normally. I was so impressed by the things that children said to me that I asked a friend of mine if we could make some songs using what the children had said. Her name is Alana Lewandowski, and she lives in Canada. And she wrote 10 songs with me. And I am so glad we made a CD together, because those songs can help children particularly to understand why meditation is so good for us. The CD is available from Spotify, YouTube Music, iTunes, Medio Media, and other platforms. Now, one of my favorite songs from the CD is called There Is Goodness Inside. I'd like us to listen to the first verse of that song together. I'll put the words up on the screen so you can see them as well as hear them. I think it captures so well what the children discovered about meditation.
There is goodness inside. There is kindness inside. If we sit for a while, we will feel it, we will know it. There is goodness inside. There is kindness inside. This is who you are. This is who I am. So trust in this goodness and trust in this kindness. And when trusting gets hard, sit in quiet. You will find that there is goodness inside.
Let's just think about the words for a minute. There is goodness inside. There is kindness inside. If we sit for a while, we will feel it. We will know it. The words clarify what the children experienced. When they sat in silence, underneath all the hurry and worry and busyness of their lives, they found goodness and kindness. The song reminds us that even though it's so hard to put into words, when you sit for a while, you feel it, you know it. The feeling comes first because it's knowledge of the heart, not the mind. And after a while, we become confident that this is not just a feeling, but is a real experience. It is true. The song goes on to say, there is goodness inside. There is kindness inside. This is who you are. This is who I am. Slowly, it dawns on us that this is who we are. This is our true essence. We are this goodness. We are this kindness. And for a child and an adult, that is a remarkable, joyful discovery, a joyful unearthing, a life-changing realization. Every time we meditate, we feel this goodness, and we soon discover that it overflows into our daily lives. And then we begin to see the same goodness in everyone else, even if they can't see it yet. And we realize that we are all intimately connected with one another and with God. and connected to one another in God. And that makes us kinder persons. All this we learn from silence. This is a different kind of knowing. It's different to understanding things with your mind. This kind of knowledge comes from the heart because meditation awakens our heart. And now, to experience that truth for yourself, I invite you to sit in stillness and silence for the next 12 minutes and to try to set aside that time each day for meditation.